Hello and welcome back to Inspired by Tasia. I know it has been a while, but I wanted to reach out to you guys and provide some information and let you guys know what has been happening with me. So, guys, ensure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So first and foremost, I wanna mention something about the winter H-2B season. That season started October 1st. So there has been a few persons that reached out saying that they have, gotten through, they have been applying. I just want to say though that the winter season has been really difficult, not only for persons out of country, but also for persons that are actually in country seeking extension. Congrats to the persons that were successful landing themselves, an H-2B job. And I also want to say congratulations to the persons in country that were seeking extension and were successful as well. For the persons that were not successful, whether with extension or for out of country, I just want to say there is the summer season coming up, so not to worry, just continue putting in the work. I know a lot of persons have been messaging, reaching out, whether through TikTok, Instagram, some persons on Facebook and via YouTube as well. So just want to let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm doing well. This season has really been busy, so that's the reason why I'm not able, or I wasn't able to put out much content. I know persons are having difficulties or were having difficulty applying for the winter season, right, which started on October 1st. So I just want to let you guys know that I see your messages, and most times I'm not able to respond, but I just wanted to provide an updated video to let you guys know what's going on. So the information is pretty straightforward. The information is pretty much the same as well as it relates to H-2B, how to apply and all of that. The information is still the same. There was a randomization list, and I did made a post on YouTube letting persons know about the randomization list for the winter season. So there was actually a list, and the websites that we apply through. Want to let you guys know that there is no other information that I can provide as it relates to getting persons jobs, reaching or getting employers for persons. I have just the information that I give to you guys. That's all the information that I do have. What I can tell you though is, because of how sticky it is, especially based on what we've witnessed this season, and because of how hectic everything is, and also with the employers and all of that, what you can do is to try to reach out to someone who you know that is currently on the program and see, or someone you may know, and see if there is a way for them to refer you. Firstly, I want to let you guys know I cannot refer anyone, because I do have family and friends. If I was afforded the opportunity to refer persons, then it would be for persons I immediately know. It has been very difficult, I'd say, this season. There is still the same amount of visas issued or allotted, but what happened is that persons find it a lot more difficult than the previous season, which was April 1st, the summer season. And that also has to do with the fact that a lot more persons are knowing about H-2B and a lot more persons are applying. So with a lot more persons applying, the employers are overwhelmed, as well as, you, the person who is applying, is overwhelmed as well. So there's thousands of persons that are reaching out to each employer that you see posted on the Department of Labor website. You're not the only one that's reaching out to them. So thousands of persons are applying to the same jobs that you are applying to. And we got to bear in mind that it's not only persons in a particular country applying. You have persons from Jamaica, of course. You have Mexico, the Dominican Republic, all over. People reached out to me from Africa, some of the countries I don't even remember the names, but there's a lot of persons that's actually applying. So when you see an employer make a post on the Department of Labor website, please to also bear in mind that that information is not really for us per se. It is just a process that they have to go through in keeping in accordance with the US Department of Labor. It's not that they are making the post for us on that website. It's just that we know that they post the jobs there, and so we spread the information so that they can find the employers there. What I also want to mention is that sometimes the positions are already filled before they make that post on the Department of Labor website. So sometimes we call and we reach out and we email, we get no response. When we call and we do get to someone, they're saying that they're full. I hear persons saying, oh, they just made a post, so how is it that they're full? We got to bear in mind that some employers, they're very up to date and they're up to par. So what they do is they recruit, or they kind of have an idea of the persons that they want to recruit for each season. What I see employers doing, right, some of them have already started recruiting for the summer season, even though the summer season haven't started as yet. Normally we would reach out like January, the earliest for the summer season, but now there are employers who started recruitment already, like for, and this would be like only a handful or a couple employers, you know, because they even though they're not sure if they're going to get any visas for next year, because you know it's a lottery system and no employer can guarantee that they can take you for next season. They're just being optimistic and they're just putting it out there to say, okay, hey, if they do get placed in a good category to recruit out of country, then these are the persons that they want. If you have been applying for the winter season, or if you were applying and you were not successful, just use all the information you have and the experience you have to better your chances for next season, which would be the summer season coming up. And what I also want to let you guys know, that what employers are doing currently, based on what I've seen, is that they rather to keep their old workers. They rather have the persons that worked with them before, whether they're filing out of country or whether it's just an extension there. This goes for both persons who are out of country and in country. So if you're out of country, I want to let you know that employers, they would rather to take their employers that worked with them before, or employees that they are familiar with. If you are applying and you're out of country, I'm not saying that you cannot get through. What I'm saying is that it's just a lot of factors that contributes to an employer picking you. There are employers on Seasonal Connect. There's this specific employer on Facebook. She says that she recruits directly through Seasonal Connect. She also takes referrals, so she's big on referrals. She recruits through Seasonal Connect. She even recruits through Facebook, you know, where she sees employees or prospective employees, you know, reaching out and all of that stuff. But they take a lot of stuff into consideration though. If we are out of country and we want to actually get through, we have to be doing more than what the average person is doing. So if you're just depending on calling an employer or just sending emails, it won't cut it, especially now that a lot more persons are applying than a year ago, than a couple months ago, or than you know, when I just started out. When I just started out, even though it was so hard and it was hectic, there was still a lot more chance of you getting through, because no one knew about H-2B that much like now. Especially because, or especially since I've been talking about H-2B, there's a lot of persons who are applying now who know what to do, because persons knew about H-2B. Like, let's be for real, person knew about the H-2B program, but they didn't know certain information. They didn't know, a lot of persons weren't using the Department of Labor website and all of those sites that we talk about when we talk about H-2B. So now, because everyone is grabbing onto the information, then it makes it even harder for persons. So persons who were trying for this summer and they didn't get through, and they're laid back and say, okay, maybe winter it would be better. It's actually harder, because other persons are there, and you have some persons that they are not stopping, they're going after what they want. So if you're laid back and you're just doing the basic, or you're just doing the bare minimum, it will not cut it. Not to sound harsh, but it's really, really hard, and it's getting harder even for persons in country like myself. It is getting like harder, especially if you are not going above everyone else, or you're not, like, you gotta think outside the box. So if you normally reach out like 2 months or 3 months before the season starts, you have to actually start reaching out to the employers before. Referrals plays a very, very important factor in all of this too. So if you know someone, try to get them to refer you, or try to get them to reach out to any property that they worked with to see if they can even tell you the name, so you can reach out. For persons already on the program, if you have already worked with a company, or if you're going to work with a company, what I advise is that you build great professional relationship with your employer. If you find somewhere that is good, that it meets all of your requirements as an H-2B worker, and it's something that you can you definitely see yourself going back to, then I would say to hold on to that. Because what is happening now, it's just getting harder, and this is based on my personal experience. It's kind of hard going through the process over and over and meeting new people and all of that. Not saying I have a problem with that. It's just that if I find an employer that I like, I would rather just stick with them, as long as, as long as they're willing to take me. And also, we got to bear in mind that even though you can find someone that you wanna work with continuously, you have to bear in mind also, it's not guaranteed that those persons will always get their petition and all of that. So it's kind of contradicting, but I just want to let you guys know to hold on to whatever employer you have. And we also have to learn to give and take, and we have to learn how to compromise in certain situations. So nowhere will be perfect, I'm telling you that. Nowhere will be perfect, but if you find somewhere that you can work with, you can just hold on to it and build good relationships everywhere you go, and just try to stand out, because it's a lot of persons that are recruiting, and the employers, they have a lot of options, especially now that a lot of persons are privy to the information. So just do your best and just hold on to one or two employers that you would want to work with them continuously, depending on how long you plan to do this H-2B thing. So what's up with me? Things are really wonderful as it relates to H-2B, and me working. I've learned a lot. I have learned, how to choose, like when choosing somewhere. And also, I have learned just to be content with what I have, and wherever I go, I just try to make the best of it. So currently, it's going great for me. The season is coming to a close, and I'll be leaving to go on extension soon. So it has been awesome. I really love my employer. I love all of the employers that I've worked with. So what I will be doing is to put out more content. Persons have been requesting more videos and stuff. I'm super busy, guys, and each time I say that I'm going to do a video, I don't know, I just feel so tired, overwhelmed with work. It has been a lot this summer, and the season is coming to a close, but hopefully when I get to the place that I'm going for extension, I will be able to make more content. That's one of my priorities. So I will be providing more content, and getting in depth with certain things that persons have been requesting, because persons have been requesting videos from me, content, because they just want to know like what to expect, what to do. I also want to shout out Villanessa. She has been putting out some really great content as it relates to H-2B, because guys, there is not only just information about like how to apply. We've already covered those information, so I've provided all of that information. But as it relates to like your life as an H-2B worker, some of the things that you go through, because it's not easy, but everywhere you go, that there will be something, so you just gotta find out what works for you. But Villanessa, she has been sharing her experience, from place to place. You guys know that she's doing extensions. So for all the extension folks who want to know like what to do and her experience so far on the extension that she's on currently, you guys can check out her channel. I will be putting it in the description. And overall, I just want to say thank you for persons who have been reaching out to me, persons who have been supporting this channel. It came a far way. I mean, when I just started out the whole H-2B thing, I really wanted to put all my focus in it so that I can help persons, who are like myself, who just needed some information, because we all, want to better ourselves. H-2B might not be for some persons, and that is okay. But if it's something that you are actually looking to get into, then, I'm just happy that I can provide that kind of content, as well as I can provide the needed information, because there has always been H-2B. But to give you the information that you really needed, well, for me, there wasn't anyone really talking about it. Now persons are talking about it. There's a lot of persons on TikTok, doing lives and stuff, which we really appreciate, because the more persons know, then the more they can try. I just appreciate the support that you guys have been giving me so far. And I want to let you guys know that I have a lot more content to come. And I just want you guys to stay tuned. I will be doing a live soon so that you guys can get interactive and ask your questions. But just drop your comment down below and let me know what content you're looking out for. Like, what's the information that you want? What do you guys want to see from me? What's the type of videos that you guys would like from me? Okay? So thank you guys once more. And also remember to check out Vilanessa. I mean, I am so impressed with her. She has a lot of H-2B content. And it's not only H-2B, because she has it's just about her life overall, working in the United States. It is not easy, but it's something that anyone can do. I mean, if it's something that you're looking to do, then of course, watch the videos just to get yourself familiar, because some persons come here with the mindset that, okay, well, it's gonna be great and it's always gonna be like this or that. But I just want to let you guys know that it's not always easy and it's not always great. We have ups and downs like any regular job. I mean, there's just certain stuff that that can get to you. So watching these videos and watching persons share their experience, it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect when you come here and how you should handle certain situations. So that is something that I'm also looking into as well, to see how best I can create content to share with you guys, like the everyday or some of the everyday stuff that happens in the life of an H-2B worker or just a worker in a foreign country. There's a lot that we actually go through. Thank you to everyone. I wanted to shout out some persons, but it's a lot of persons. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers, so there's no way for me to shout out everyone individually. But just want to say a big thank you for everyone who have subscribed, who reached out to me. The person's messaging, most of what you're asking me, those questions can be answered in the videos that I have. Okay, but I know there might be some specific questions that you are requesting, and I will try my best to get to everyone. So thank you so much, and your girl Tasia is out.